I watched a whole bunch of Buffy episodes yesterday, and today I'm going to the zoo again with my uncle. I'm going to cycle there though. I think I've got enough energy to cycle there. And I want to say that thinking about or watching the Buffy episodes kind of reminded me of how things were when I was a child, which was believing that I was on some planet that I hated, that I wanted nothing to do with, and just not liking kind of anything about this world, not understanding why I was stuck in a boarding school, but at the same time knowing that if I left and went back home, I didn't get on with my parents. We argued a lot, and therefore, even though I didn't like the boarding school, I didn't like the idea of going back home either and just living with my parents, because it would just end up in arguments and stuff. So I did choose to go to that school, but I think actually it was Harry Potter that kind of, I wasn't going to, and then the Harry Potter came out, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm sure that was the order. Maybe my memories, I'm wondering how much of my memories are accurate and how many have been changed over the years. If it turned out that Harry Potter didn't actually come out until after after I joined the school, then it might be like, okay, maybe I just thought I joined the school because of that, but I'm pretty sure it came out first. I don't know the dates. It's weird memory, I think, because I feel like it's very easy to create memories when you're talking about your childhood. It's very easy to create memories, and I'm pretty sure I didn't want to go to boarding school until I watched Harry Potter, and it looked kind of cool how they went off to boarding school, and then I said, okay, let's go with that. But I don't know if that's actually what the order of what happened. It might have just been that I went because I had lots of arguments with my parents and thought that would be a best. But I did like the fact that it was called Witchwood. I liked the name, so I was like, okay, that'll do for me, because I liked witchcraft and magic, and the idea of going to a school called Witchcraft did I'm sure it's because of Harry Potter. That was the main reason why I decided to go. But yeah, I never found the magical wardrobe that kind of led to a different world. But I was looking. I did find a magical bathroom though, so I had to make. Well, it was a bathroom that I didn't know about until the third year, because it was kind of looked like a cupboard, and I thought it was a cupboard for the first year. But yes, I just. Thinking about watching the Buffy episodes reminds me of how I felt back then, which was just like the whole world had nothing to do with me, but there was like a small group of people that did, and I just hadn't met them yet or something. And I don't know, I had quite a lot of fantasies back then. Maybe it's because I wasn't sleeping, and whenever I would sleep, I would get dreams of strange things and stuff. But yeah, I like the idea of going into finding. You need to give Israel a location to live, for her and her people to live. So I need a big mansion, a garden, and a swimming pool, a heated pool as well. If it's in a hot area, I want it to be in a hot area so I can sunbathe. But yeah, technically, I actually. When you get to a certain age, you shouldn't sunbathe that much because it ruins the skin. So, but yes, I'm fantasizing how good about that would be, just to have a house that I live in. I hate people. I'm very confused as to how so many people seem to know about me, and yet they do things all the time that makes me think, do they know about me? Like, would they say that if they really knew about me? I've always been very confused as to why so many people have known about me, or why I believe so many people know about me, and yet they still promote Jesus as being Christ. I mean, I guess I thought because of that's Jesus is the lie that's going to help people reject me, and maybe they need to reject me, but I don't know, just the number of people that are similar to me here is just so few. And therefore watching the Buffy kind of just reminds me of like forget the whole keep a quarter and get rid of the rest. Can't we just like get rid of all of them and just keep the tiny number of people that believe that I'm God, and not just believe that I'm God, because that could mean anything. There could be loads of people that believe that I'm a God, like that mad person on Facebook that was contacting me, and I'm aware that he first started contacting me about I don't know, wanting to have a baby with me or something like that. I don't know. So I knew he was mad from the beginning, but when you talk to other people as well, it's sometimes hard to remember which one was the mad one and which one, or what they'd said. So I did send one or two long messages to him, not realizing that he was the mad one. But yeah, some of his responses were just like, this doesn't make any sense. This has no logic. And then why are you asking me these questions if all my posts are about me being God? If you're liking my posts, then why are you not reading them and clearly understanding that I think I'm God? If I'm God of 8 billion people, why the hell would I want to have a baby with you? Some people are just so fucking mad, and it annoys me, because I could spend so much time insulting people, and yet people would like that would have absolutely no clue that I'm insulting them. And I don't know. I think he's watching my videos as well. He posted a video he posted a message on my video too. So he's watching my videos, and I just, how mad can you be to watch videos of someone insulting lots of people and just assume that, oh, you're not one of the people she's talking about, and then just say a bunch of nonsense that doesn't make any sense to, and just this world, like what are humans? I feel like humans are just like robots, like literal robots, and it would be very easy to form a one world government if all the people in this group recognize and understand that there's one person who is different. And I watched The Matrix yesterday as well, and it does annoy me, because that Matrix was all about finding the one. When the Matrix was first built, there was one soul that was different, one soul that could manipulate or change the Matrix in some way. Obviously that soul is me, and then to think that you've turned it into Neo, it's just like, yeah, this guy's absolutely nothing like me. I don't like his fashion sense. I hate black. He's wearing all black. He looks like some sort of Terminator, and yeah, he's nothing like me. And okay, the film is okay, I guess, but I like pink. I like happiness. I like jokes. I like fun, and there's just nothing fun about the Matrix. And so it's, to me, even the Matrix is just about turning people away from me and getting them to seek this sort of Messiah figure. But of course the Messiah figure is nothing like me, and playing down the importance of a female, because I don't know, Trinity was important, but she was supposed to be just someone who fell in love with the one, which I don't know. I know you have to have some films that promote the male and promote the masculinity, but yeah, I prefer films where you have like a strong female center with her needing support from males, rather than it all being the focus all being on a male. And that's basically what Matrix is. It's about elevating Neon as the main character, and it's just like, yeah, I'm nothing like that. And yeah, I saw something just now about someone saying that there is obviously a one world being formed, but she has no idea like why it's being formed. And well, if the one world is being formed by Christ, who's proving every day that she's somehow changing the whole Matrix, then that makes sense. But why everyone is ignoring me, why no one is talking to me, who knows about me, and then to think that there are people that are watching my videos, reading my posts, and still think that I'm going to choose them over everyone else to have a baby with. I just, like, you have to be very mentally ill to think that. And I've got someone else client called me up yesterday and was shocked that I didn't want to meet him. You've been using me as a masseuse for the last 20 years. I don't really have respect for that, because I'm a god. I didn't want to do that job. I did that job because I needed the money, and you knew that, and therefore I can't have full respect for clients, because I guess there's one or two that I like. I did like the Roger guy, but yeah, the rest are just, I did a job because I needed the money, because no one else would give me the money. But why the hell is your God living like this? Like, she has to do massage because that's the only way she can get any type of funding. Like, why? It annoys me. There's so many projects, so many films that are getting $1 million budgets, and yet you don't give me one penny. Like what's wrong with this world? Why have you done this? And then it's just annoying hearing, I'm going through Instagram and just seeing constant, oh, 5,000 off your next boiler, this discount, when government fundings are helping people get free heating and free it annoys me. Why? Because I've tried to go for one of these schemes 2 years ago, and they said that I failed because I couldn't prove that I was earning less than 35,000. I gave all my bank accounts and they said, we don't believe you're living off £2,000, so therefore we think this is all fake, and we think this is all fake, and we're not going to give you the boiler. So I didn't get the boiler because I wasn't spending enough money. And then I had someone else call me up yesterday because I keep trying to get this free boiler or whatever. It's just annoying just to go through Instagram and just see like hundreds and hundreds of posts where people are saying, oh, £500 off your boiler, lots and lots of discounts. And then when you try and actually get the discounts, you find that you're disqualified for so many reasons. I was disqualified from one because I don't have a job. I was disqualified from another because I'm not on benefits. I mean, that's ridiculous. To say that you can only get a £5,000 grant to get a new heater if you're on benefits, that's like saying that you can only get into Thorpe Park if you've already got a 25% discount. So only people who have a 25% discount can get another 25% discount. Well, that's ridiculous, because then you've got some people paying full price and you've got some people paying half. Why are they getting extra benefit? If you're giving benefits to people, and part of you getting benefits means that you get to have more benefits, I mean, that's just creates an incredibly unbalanced world, where some people are, oh, I get benefits because of this, that, and that reason, and therefore I need to get more benefits. No, that's the reason why you shouldn't give them more benefits, because they're already claiming benefits. If someone's claiming £3,000 benefit for something, you can't just say, oh, because you're claiming benefits, you can now get half price off your travel and half price off this. No, they're getting their benefit. So stop creating this imbalance. And then when I did find someone that gave me a proper quote, it was like, he said 7,500 was possible, but then when he actually gave me the quote, it was £10,000. And yeah, there's no point of spending £10,000 on solar panels on the roof if my yearly bill isn't very high. I mean, it is in the winter and it's getting higher and higher. But yeah, I don't have hot water in my house right now because I've got this horrible system where you can get hot water, but you need to have this little flame that goes on. And because gas is like hugely expensive now in England, it's like 60p a day just to have that little flame on. And for you to get the hot water, you have to run the tap for like 2 minutes. I don't know, maybe the piping in the house or something is just very thick, and you have to flow out all the cold water before the hot water comes. But yeah, if you're in the bathroom, it takes about 2 minutes, and if you're in the kitchen, it takes about 4 minutes. You have to run the tap for about 4 minutes to get this hot water. And there's no point in paying 60p a day just to have hot water that I never use, because running water gives me anxiety. So I've got no hot water in my tap in my house, and it's just really annoying to look through all these Instagram pages where people are just offering lots and lots and lots of discounts, and yet I know that I'm not getting, or I'm not eligible to get any of them for various different reasons. And so that's just stressing me out. The government should not be offering discounts that only apply to people that apply for the discounts. They should be focused on the whole society, not just helping the few that have managed to work out that there are discounts or opportunities. It's like a lottery, who gets it and who doesn't. If you're offering something to the public to help them, there should be something that everyone can benefit from, not just the people that have managed to apply, or the people that have managed to prove that they earn a certain amount of money and get accepted. And it's just annoying me. It's annoying me to think that there are people who are probably on 20,000, probably getting £10,000 benefit, and then on top of that they also get to have the free boiler and the free whatever the government is doing. Whatever the government is doing to help people, it's not helping me, and therefore anything you do to help people that doesn't involve helping me, then I'm just going to get fucking frustrated at it, because you are helping everyone else except for me. Now, if it was the other way around, and if I was one of the lucky ones to get one of these benefits, then it's like, well, okay, I'm going to appreciate it, yes, but just because it's not benefiting me, and I'm just being constantly reminded. I think it's a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if all these adverts are a scam. Maybe the whole point of it is to offer some sort of free boiler, providing you give all your bank details, but really these are actually just tax collectors that are going through people's bank accounts to make sure they're not earning money and not paying tax on it. Maybe that's what I'm kind of telling myself, that comforts my that these free offers that the government are offering are not actually real offers, but rather it's just people who are trying to look into people's bank accounts to see if they're earning money and not paying tax on it or something. I'm hoping that's what it is, actually, because it would be really, really annoying to think that people that are 10 times richer than me, or people that own £1 million house, they get a free boiler. Why? Because they can prove that they are only making £30,000 a year, and yet I don't get that. Why? Because they didn't believe that I wasn't living off the 2,000 that I've been living off. I mean, that's just, I don't know, but this whole world is just, I really, really hate this world. I really, really hate people. I really, really hate everything about this world, and I want to completely cut myself off and just have nothing to do with just the rats that are on this planet. Like, I really, really hate them. I really, really hate them, and I don't know why people are ignoring me. They're just constantly ignoring me. Why are they ignoring me? And then I could constantly make videos about this, and I still get mad people on my Facebook saying that they want to have a baby with me. Do I look like I want to have a baby with some mad person?